result. No amount of puzzling over prophetic passages will unlock God's purpose to those who actually ignore his commands. Now, the great first key then to grasping the meaning of biblical prophecies, the small ones as well as the large ones, is that they are intended for and will only be understood by God's people. Who are God's people? We learned this already. Those who truly obey him. Now, all others will basically remain in confusion, mangling, and misunderstanding the great world-shattering events that will soon directly impact every single person on the planet. Now, a crucial second key must be identified by all seeking to grasp God's end-time purpose. Without it, nations have remained in complete and total blindness regarding even the question of how humans will survive, human survival. Scales, so to speak, have covered their eyes. Of course, unable to understand, cynics and skeptics have dismissed all the prophecies, especially in the Old Testament. Some have described it as dusty, antiquated. Some have even gone as far to say that it's old Hebrew literature and poetry and no use to any of us today. Now, they will soon learn how terribly wrong they have been and how they should have done much more homework while they still had time. Now, note, this second key, well, for few have understood it. Most major prophecies of the Bible have been sealed by God until the time of the end, which is also known as the last days. This key speaks to that group we spoke of before that says that prophecy is sealed. Close to the truth, close but not quite, they have missed a very central point. Many of the great prophecies are actually no longer sealed, if they were ever, okay? They are no longer sealed. You do not need to take my word at it, it says. The prophet Daniel makes this point quite plain for all who will believe it, okay? Recognize as we read in a moment that God is speaking through Daniel, okay, rather than Daniel just giving some personal opinion about future events. The Holy Spirit. Daniel's book spans over 2,500 years, detailing the fulfillment of events then all yet to occur. Generations of Bible students unwilling to believe God and all the stripes, so to speak, of belief and practice contrary to God have attempted to interpret Daniel's prophecy. And you know what has happened? All have failed, resulting in endless disagreements and much confusion. Now, at Daniel 12:4, it says this, okay, where an angel instructed Daniel at the end of his prophecy. It says this, "But you, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." 7 times in just this one chapter it speaks of the end, the time of the end, or when all things would be finished. Unsatisfied and not grasping what he was told, Daniel again sought to understand. Okay, at verse 8. "I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things?" And the angel repeated at verses 9 and 10, "Go your way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand." So that's, to me, I'm going to stop here. That kind of drives home the whole fact when people say, is this the end? It's the end times. It's the last days. right here it says